I personally would not have gone after my wife being a leading actress when I was valet parking cars. And I get flack for saying that. It's not about the money. It's about my confidence and emotional maturity and vulnerability to be able to feel good enough about myself to fill my cup up first before I can pour into her. So I'm not going to come to you when I'm standing there and I'm making $13 an hour, because right now at this point, my mindset is not right for where your life is right now.
My question to you, KJ, would you have given him a chance if he was parking cars?
No.
KJ, why not?
Him meeting me when he was parking cars would be like me meeting someone when I was doing background. I was not mentally mature. I was super immature. I was tired all the time. I didn't have the mental capacity to have a normal conversation without thinking about my survival. What do you do? Where are you from? How much money you got? It wasn't organic or authentic because I wasn't in the space. And women, they don't want to talk about that, but I will. I wanted a provider. I wanted someone who wasn't pulling me down. I was already down. I didn't want to go no lower. Where we going, to hell? I loved him. He was fine, though. It was tempting.
It was tempting.
Pretty hot and tempting. But absolutely not. No, I worked really hard to be where I was, and I knew that one bad decision could just take it away from me.
All right. All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm your man, KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach. And today we got a good one. The question today, you guys, should you give him a chance? Now, this is kind of like for the ladies, but fellas, y'all are welcome to chime in. The men are always welcome on this channel. This channel is for men and women who are looking for love, looking to advance their love, and just to get a few nuggets. And so we have this one right here. This couple, this is on Latarius, his channel. This is on his Dear Future Wifey channel. Now Latarius, he's an interesting guy. If you guys haven't followed him, you know, I'm going to leave the link to this video in the description below. But if you haven't followed this guy, the one thing you got, look, I don't knock anybody's hustle, right? My man, if y'all don't know what this show is, his show is all about understanding what he's looking for in a wife. He said he started the show for him, Dear Future Wifey, right? And he brings other people on to describe like relationship situations, all right? Now, the one thing that you got to understand about my man's show, I'm not knocking his hustle because he's getting it, right? The idea is that if he actually finds a wife, that's the end of the show. Where do you go if your whole show is called Dear Future Wifey? Once you find her, then what? Right? And so my man has been running this show for 5 years and hasn't found one woman that he deems appropriate for marriage. Right now, this isn't for the guys who don't want to get married. This video right here is not for you, but I want y'all to stick around and I want y'all to comment on this, and we're gonna take this from the top. But this is my man's show, and he brings people on from Hollywood, you know, big name people, brings them on, and he talks about relationships. And his idea is that one day he's gonna choose a woman to be his wife. Meanwhile, my man's audience is like 99% women who are open to marriage and relationships. I ain't knocking that man's hustle, boy. If you don't get it, man, it's wild. But let's get to the top of this video and let's break it down as we go. Yes, I'm going to be stopping it so you can watch the whole thing uninterrupted in the description. Let's go.
Would you have given him a chance if he was parking cars?
No.
Okay. Look, I got to stop it already. Would you have given him a chance if he was parking cars? So the idea is that parking cars is not ideal. Now, he's a man who's ambitious enough to get out of bed to go down there. But he asked this question, and this is her answer right away. Check out her answer right away.
She shouldn't.
She said no immediately.
Yeah, I personally would not have gone after my wife being a leading actress when I was valet parking cars. And I get flack for saying that. It's not about the money. It's about my confidence.
Stop right there, my friend. So you wouldn't have gone after his wife, her being a leading actress, if he was parking cars. So what he is saying is he's equating his financial stability, his financial ability to her position as a leading actress in parking cars. I mean, in life, right? She's an actress. Fellas, this is what I want to tell you. I understand the truth here, right? But what this is more about is how this man feels about himself. Listen, hold on. I got to pull the camera in. Listen, this is something I want y'all to know. No woman is out of your league. Listen to me. Listen to me. No woman is out of your league. If she is a woman and she desires companionship, love, character, somebody she can call on, all those things, then you can be the guy who's parking cars, or you can be the guy who is the chiropractor. Matter of fact, let me tell you a story. I knew a guy here in Atlanta. He parked cars. He was a valet attendant. He was a DJ on the weekends, and he was a chiropractor. He was all the things, right? So you could miss out on a great guy if you are hung up on the stuff. Let's keep going on this.
And emotional maturity and vulnerability to be able to feel good enough about myself to fill my cup up first before I can pour into her.
Okay. Now, listen, there's nothing wrong with this, right? There's nothing wrong with filling your own cup. I'm suggesting you fill your own cup up first, right? But filling your cup up has nothing to do with anybody else on earth. Filling your cup up first is for you. It's not so that I can go and talk to this woman, so that I can go talk to this person, so that I can feel better about myself, even though I'm parking cars. Now I feel like I should be able to present to this woman. You don't know what level a woman's on. You don't know what her desires are. So you never stop yourself from presenting yourself, because only person that's stopping you is you. Let's keep going.
So I'm not going to come to you when I'm standing there and I'm making $13 an hour, because right now at this point, my mindset is not right.
Stop right there, my friend. My mindset is not right. That's all it is. Listen, the only thing that's not right is your mindset. It is how you see yourself. If you see yourself as just a car parker, then that's all you are. But if you see yourself as this is what I'm doing and I'm working on this, I come to work every day. I don't call out and I'm not late. My boss has given me the responsibility to park these cars safely. Somebody believes in me. Come on, man. Come on. Yes, you might call it just parking cars, but somebody else might come along and say, that's dedication. That man is consistent. That man has character. That man pays his bills. So what? It's only $13 an hour. But if you believe in yourself, that's the filling of the cup that needs to be done. Believing in yourself and believing that nobody is better than you. Come on, man. Come on. You got to get it in your mind that nobody's better than, I don't care what they're doing. Nobody is better than you. Yes, they might have a different position in life than you, but let one little thing happen and it's all gone. So you can't build your self-worth on stuff and on positions and on per hour, what you get per hour, because it all could go away just like that. Let's keep going.
Where your life is right now.
My question to you, KJ, would you have given him a chance if he was parking cars?
No.
KJ, why not?
Him meeting me when he was parking cars would be like me meeting someone when I was doing background. I was not mentally mature. I was super immature. I was tired all the time. I didn't have the mental capacity to have a normal conversation without thinking about my survival. What do you do? Where are you from? How much money you got? It wasn't.
All right. So look, what does this show y'all? What does this show us, you guys? That women often are dealing with some of the same issues. Dealing with the same stuff, right? Dealing with the same kind of insecurities, dealing with the same feelings of unworthiness until. So wait a minute. So let me make sure I got this right. You can't feel like you're enough until something else happens. Let me ask you a question. What has to happen in your life for you to feel worthy of you? Who has to knight you? Who has to lay hands on you? Who has to anoint you? Who has to approve you? Who has to rubber stamp you for you to feel like you are enough? I don't care if you cleaning out trash cans. I don't care. I don't care what it is you're doing. You got to get it inside of you that you are worthy. And no other person has the right or the position to tell you what qualifies you as worthy. You must qualify yourself. And if you allow other people to qualify you, they always will. And their qualification will sound like you are never enough. Let's keep going.
Organic or authentic because I wasn't in the space. And women, they don't want to talk about that, but I will. I wanted a provider. I wanted someone who wasn't pulling me down. I was already down.
Listen, you can have all those things. You can have a person who's making $13 an hour and him not pull you down. Just because he's making $13 an hour, does that automatically mean he's a puller downer? Come on now. Come on. We've been sold a lie. I want y'all to get this, because there's some people who have got the money, who's got the position, and they don't give a doggone about you. They got the position, they got the money, and they still don't care about you. So you might actually get a better mate in a $13 an hour car parker. Come on.
I'm gonna go no lower. Where we going to hell? I loved him. He was fine though.
Okay. All right. Look, y'all. That fellas, that's the bottom line right there. Look, she was attracted to this man, but she couldn't allow herself, because he wasn't in position. So she could have lost out on a great thing because he didn't have position.
It was tempting.
It was tempting.
Pretty hot and tempting. But absolutely not. No, I worked really hard to be where I was, and I knew that one bad decision could just take it away from me.
So let me ask y'all a question. So is the one bad decision that she's talking about, is that one bad decision being with a man who doesn't make enough money? Is that the bad decision? Or is the bad decision being with the wrong guy who's actually going to pull you down? The person that doesn't have character, the person that doesn't show up for you. Like, which one is it? Because one isn't necessarily connected to the other. You can make $13 an hour and not be a person who pulls you down. You can make $200 an hour and be the person that pulls somebody down, right? So is the power in the per hour, or is the power in the person? Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace and love. Later.